Sounds good. Oh, we live. Hey. We got our Juggalo waiting on us, and we are just going to hop right into it as soon as Carver gets his shit together. I thought it was going to let me it didn't let me like
check.
I don't know what the hell happened. It didn't let me click the stream like I normally do. So I think it's I don't know what the hell it did. Nevertheless, that is so weird. All right, let me go to view, make sure our chat I don't think is actually on here right. Yeah, that's like last week's chat. What the fuck?
That chat I was seeing right there was last week's.
There it goes. Yeah, it says chat is disabled for this live stream. What? Bazooka Joe, hey, what's up, Bazooka Joe? Thanks for joining us.
This chat's disabled? You said?
No, it's definitely working. I think that just my program, like I said, I clicked start streaming. And it was supposed to ask me, and it didn't. I think it's just doing some weird shit. So I'll pull up the chat a different way. It's all good. We got this. Mad Prophet. Thanks for joining us, bro. I'll pop out the chat and bring it over here. Fuck you, OBS. You don't want to participate? Fuck you. We'll just kick it old school here.
Just call it OBS.
Yeah. Thanks for getting
some bullshit.
Yeah. Thanks for getting my back. Justin Manny. All right, thanks. Y'all want to stay tuned live if you want to win a 3D printed Ringmaster. We'll give away one live on the show, and if you're listening live, we'll give you a chance to win one again. So, hang with us, all right? All right, ready to go live?
Yes, sir.
Are you sure? All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Is it the end of the world?
What the fuck? It didn't even change our thing.
Yes, it is the end of the world.
This thing is all fucked up.
And it's also
You could say,
the beginning,
folks,
the beginning
this is
of a brand new,
Unbelievably.
believable.
Juggalo world for us all to enjoy. We'll never die alone.
It'll change. Hold on. Oh, it won't change.
Swing our hatchets if we must.
See? Hey! What's up, y'all? This is Deck One Dealt, the best Juggalo podcast you've ever heard in your life.
We try. Boy, do we try.
Boy, do we.
Yes, sir.
So thanks for joining. Sorry, we had a small little technical difficulty there, but we are good, ready to roll. We got fucking Bazooka Joe and Justin Manny and Echo Fiend and Gage, Von Weil, and Mad Prophet hanging with us already.
What is going on, everybody?
This is Deck One Dealt. My name is Kyle, a.k.a. Keezy, if you want.
And I am Carver Law, y'all.
And we talk about Juggalo shit on here. If this is your first time, which I doubt, welcome. But
Thank you for being here.
Somebody might have just Googled Wicked Vic the Weed and stumbled upon this, though. You never know.
Yeah, very well could be that case right there.
Yes, we Echo Fiend said he wants a hat. We got these fresh little Deck One Dealt hats made for us today.
Yeah, we had my cousin stitched him for us.
Wait, with his bare hands?
Yeah, with her. Well, yeah. She's pretty young, but like she does a lot of stitching.
No, yeah.
Yeah, she's actually from Indonesia.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
She's really good at it. I
Yeah.
don't know, for some reason, like she's really good at it. I'm not sure why.
How old is she?
Oh man. I would say of age.
So she's probably been at it for 10 plus years already.
Oh, I mean, is that how they do it over there?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Whatever, dude. Thanks for joining us, guys. We are here. We're ready to get the show rolling. We are going to be bringing back Juggalo origin story. Our guest is waiting in the wings, so I don't want to keep them waiting longer than they have to. Do you just want to just dive right in?
I mean, I say yeah.
Fuck it,
Let's
right?
do it, right?
We'll just say fuck it. All right. Let's see. That's the first time doing this with this new setup, so bear with me. It might fuck up. I think I've set it up properly. We're going to see what happens. Oh, see, it's already acting weird.
We got the tunnel going.
All right, it's okay. Here, I'm going to bring in our Juggalo, Lori here. Let's see if she accepts. Hello, Lori. Can you hear us? Oh, it says she's connecting to audio. In the meantime, here, I'll get the Zoom call. What?
Oh, it's working.
Hey, Lori. Hey, can you hear us? Oh, I know Juggalos can't see her. I'm gonna work.
Hi.
Hey, Lori, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, good. Let me work on
Sorry.
this. You're good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna work on my volume here.
Just a couple little tidbits we could fix here.
Yes, and let me bring you in so the Juggalos can see you. If I can get this to work. Oh, of course, this is gonna act like a jerk, isn't it? Hold on, Lori.
The professionalism is lacking.
There's like different versions of Zoom you can click on, and they're all like weird and different. All right, hold on, Lori.
Okay.
Hang tight.
No
Just
worries.
hang tight backstage there. We got you.
Being such a bitch. Look, I can get us on here all day long. What is that shit all about?
Enough of us.
Oh shit. See, look, I plan this, and then we get Lori on here, and then of course this happens. I got to figure out a way to get you in here, Lori. Hold on.
No worries.
Let me see if I pin you to a first screen, pin you to second screen. Hey, look, there
Oh,
she
there I
is.
am.
Oh,
Nice. See?
Sorry, I am in between workouts, so I apologize. I was like a hot mess.
oh, you're all right.
No
You are
worries,
all
Lori.
right.
Thanks for joining us. You're looking good on the
Thank you.
screen up here. We are ready to roll. So thanks for joining us, Lori. How you doing?
Good. How are you guys?
How are things? We're good.
Good. Good.
Yeah. So we've been trying to get Juggalo Origin Story popping back off for a long time. Lori hit us up months ago, I think. Like, hey, I'll be on there, and we just kept not doing Juggalo Origin Stories. So I was like, you're next on the list. Let's fucking do it.
Yeah, it's about time.
I'm here.
Why did we stop? I don't.
We just got lazy. Oh, I got lazy because I'm the one that sets that up.
Yeah.
So Lori, you are. Do you prefer Juggalo or Juggalette? What do you think?
It doesn't matter. Probably Juggalo. It. I've been in it for so long that it's kind of weird to say either way. Like to the outside world, I'm a Juggalo, I guess. So yeah, Juggalo's fine.
We like that. So how long have you been down? I mean, if you're comfortable talking about your age and everything, I don't know, but let's hear. Like, what got you into it? What started you down the path?
So sorry, my earplugs keep going off. I've been down since I think 1995, since the Riddle Box came out.
Okay.
So I am terrified of clowns, for real. And my high school boyfriend was like, he made me like watch every single clown thing possible, like it. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, everything that was available, he like made me watch. And
Okay.
all of a sudden, he came home from like his high school once, and he was like, "Oh, my friend from high school has this tape of these roadmen that dress like clowns and rap." And I was like, "I'm not listening to them." And then he like every time we were together, he forgot his car and his room. Like it was on constantly, and so I like until the point like I had it memorized, and I was like, "Oh, they're pretty funny. They're not too bad." And I was like, maybe I'll listen to it like. I can't listen to it at night. I can't listen to it by myself, but I'll listen to it. And then it just kept going and going and going. And here I am today, 27 years later.
Nice. Well, first of all, in the middle of you talking, for some reason the volume went down. I don't know why. I tried to turn you back up. Oh, it sounds like you fixed it. Maybe.
My AirPods keep like going out, and I don't know why.
Oh, okay. There you go. You sounding good now.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, that's a pretty standard Juggalo origin. Like you got introduced. The being afraid of clowns thing is an interesting tidbit. But you were almost kind of like force-fed clown media until you just got over your
Yes.
fear.
Well, I wouldn't say I'm over my fear. I'm terrified of clowns, but I still listen to ICP. Like I won't watch like any clown stuff, or I don't like clown things and haunted houses or anything like that. But ICP is they're my boys.
It's interesting. We have a friend like that too, actually.
Yeah, we do.
Our friend Paula. So it's kind of funny how that works. For some reason, ICP are just like they cut right through that fear.
Mhm.
It's nice.
Yeah, they're like that that connection, that bridge to actually get over it,
Yeah.
or at least be able to handle it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So what? So you said it was around 95. That's a long time. So how old were you around that time?
15.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So yeah, you're of a similar age to us then in that regard. Where are you from? So to be down during since Riddlebox, that's a pretty interesting time
Yeah.
because that was before they really popped off like nationwide. So I'm always
Yeah,
curious.
I say it's 95. I mean, it could have been later, but I think it was 19 because I didn't have my license yet. So I was kind of like at his mercy of like listening to it in his car. So it was either like real early 96 or 95. I'm from Massachusetts. But I very like, I remember getting every single like possible tape, I guess at the time that I could. That
Tapes.
like led up to it. So yeah, it was, you know what I mean? I'm sure he had, well, maybe he doesn't have it stored. We're still like friends now, but yeah, I got every single thing that I could. And then I very clearly remember like I was the only person that listened to ICP in my high school. I think I was a junior. There was a couple of people, he was a senior, and there's a couple of our friends, well, eventually went to shows with us, but I very specifically remember like kind of being the center of attention when the whole like Disney thing went down with like Hollywood Records or whatever. And like
Wow.
all the preppy people all of a sudden like took an interest in, we were singing with like Great Malenko and things like that. And I was like already territorial of them a couple of years later. So
That's interesting. Like, I mean, I had a similar feeling like when Jekyll Brothers came out because I wasn't there for the release of Malenko, but it's interesting. It's an interesting parallel, how it's the cycle just repeated,
Yeah,
Yes,
because I
yeah.
think that era kind of went through Jekyll Brothers, where you still had like the preppy people and all the
Yeah.
Yes, I probably have like there's video of me and my like friends that weren't into it but listened to it, like probably drunkenly singing to of course the game show one,
Yeah.
whatever it is, the dating game. And I know there's videos somewhere.
Oh yeah, of course. So do you? So let's see. You're similar in age. Do you have kids?
Yeah, I have a 14-year-old daughter.
Okay. And what's her take on ICP? I have a 15-year-old daughter, so I'm curious.
She loves it. I don't think, I was just thinking about this the other day because it's Juggalo Day, and of course I get all in my feelings about it. But I was like, I couldn't imagine like when I had her, like in my wildest dreams, I couldn't imagine like what our connection would be. I always figured like maybe she would rebel against me by listening to country or something. And she likes a little Japanimation music and things, but she loves ICP, and it's so cool to kind of share. Like she's never been to an ICP show. She's been to a couple of Twisted shows, one Twisted show. And, just to kind of like the other day, we were singing along to Bang Pow Boom. And I was like, holy crap, this is so weird. And like, it's really cool to like share that with her. And maybe eventually I'll take her to a show, but it's usually my time to let loose.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. And she's like, she'll be like, oh, like I'm friends with some, people, and she's like, oh, so I'm like, 2 people removed from Shaggy 2 Dope. And I was like, sure, like, yeah, like, so you do whatever you need for like clout or whatever, but no, she likes it.
What's her album? What album does she gravitate towards, if any?
Well, it's funny because like she's been like, I was at a Hallowicked with her and I was pregnant, so I always like say like you've been down since in utero. But she likes Fearless Fred Fury. That's like her favorite, so I always call her like Juffalo. So I'm always like, you're Fearless Fred Fury. I tease her, but
that's funny.
that she loves that. Yeah, she loves Fearless Fred Fury.
That's awesome. That's really cool. My 15-year-old doesn't give a shit about ICP, so I'm jealous in that regard. I coming up as a when I was 15, 16, being a juggalo, I always would daydream about like, man, when I have kids, they're all gonna be juggalos. All of them, I'll be taking them to the gathering, and like not a single one of them.
Nope.
I have 3, and not a single one of them expressed interest.
That's funny. Not a chance would she ever go to a gathering. But I'm like, all right, maybe some of like the more I don't know if there's any laid back shows. Like I was really close to taking her to Juggalo Day this time. The flights were just a little too expensive, but I was like, maybe, but maybe next year or something.
Yeah. So you've been down for a long time. What like how have you gone to the gathering? How many times have you gone? Like I want to know these kind of
Yes,
deets.
I went 2003, 4, and 5, and then 2016 for the Wizard of the Hood gathering. So
Okay.
most of my friends, like I was down for so long before then, and I think I was at work one day and I was like, oh, this is kind of neat, like this outdoor gathering. And I remember like looking it up and then going on the message board. So like all of my friends are from message boards, and it keeps growing that way. So
That's cool. What
I love it. Yeah.
What kind of Juggalo message boards were you on?
Juggalo Central and the Gathering of the Juggalo message board.
Okay.
We're such nerds. It's awesome.
No, it's okay. The main reason I'm asking this is I have friends that I talk to like daily, like to this day, that I met from Juggalo message boards, and
Yes.
I was on. I was big on the sixth.com's message board. It was called B6. Me and my friends though, like I mean, I met a core group of like 5 or 6 friends, and we just kept interacting, and it's some of my best friends to this day. I'm going to one of their weddings in New York this summer. It's awesome. There's no hate for
that's
me
the
on
same.
that regard.
Yes, I know. Some of them, like, they're not even like in this life, but they're still some of my best friends. I've like, we've seen each other through some of the toughest times in our lives, and you know what I mean. I know if I go to certain states, I can stay with them, and kind of vice versa. And they're just like amazing, amazing people. So
That's really cool.
it's cool. Yeah.
So you went to I'm biased, but those are by far the best gatherings. 03, 04, 05.
Yeah, we were at all 3 of those, and man, I loved them.
Those are our favorites.
Yeah.
We've only been to a couple outside of that, but those ones are.
We don't really have many others to compare throughout the following decade, but 3, 4, and 5. I think we went to 6, and then 6. The 06, I was like, oh man, this isn't great, and I kind of stopped going after that. But 3, 4, and 5 were great.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
They were very
awesome.
magical. Something about like decorating, like you had your own campsite, and like you could take pride in it and like decorate it and have theme nights. Like we'd have like a barbecue and nacho night and things like that. It was really, we were like right on the corner of Loons District, and it was so much fun.
I was just about to ask what district you were in.
Yeah,
we were
Chaos and then Loons 2 years in a row.
Nice. Yeah, we were Chaos 1 year, and then we had I think we were in the Dark Forest for the other 2 maybe.
Plus, that property is just great, and they've expanded that campground, because I've been there in the recent years for other types of festivals, and they've expanded that campground. It's huge. It's way bigger than it was, so they could definitely hold the gathering there again.
Yeah, and that's where 2020 was supposed to be.
Yeah.
We were so excited. We were on fucking board.
Yes, I'm ready for that.
Then they had to go and make it 20 minutes down the street, and then I still didn't fucking go.
It's literally like last year. Yeah, it's 20 minutes away from where we're at. Like, if they have it there this year,
we're going.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go.
That's awesome. So that's really cool. Like, even as a mom, like you're making time for yourself to go out and go to gatherings, and planning to go to Juggalo days and stuff. That's pretty cool. I know, speaking personally, like once I started having kids, that kind of put the kibosh on a lot of my traveling for Juggalo shit. 05, 06 was when 05 was the last one I went to. Then 06 I had my child, so that kind of explains it a little. Oh yeah, we did go to 06.
Yeah, we went to
my
06.
wife was pregnant at the time.
Yeah.
But nevertheless, but yeah, so I kind of stopped going after that. So I do, I think it's cool when Juggalo's still like, they're like, I don't give a fuck, I'm still making it happen.
Yeah.
I like that.
I mean,
vibe.
bigger things like, obviously, like, if I have a choice between like being home with my daughter for a few days, like especially when she was younger, of course she's gonna like take top priority. But I've only missed 2 shows one for ICP and one for Twisted up here anytime they play. And I remember like exactly both the reasons. Like one was a funeral, and one I was in college, so I couldn't miss that particular class because it was like on the heels of, I think, one of the gatherings. But here, like the one night you can get a babysitter, like they know that your kids like know that you have a life and you can have fun, and like you don't have to not exist because you're a parent.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So let me think. What? I was gonna ask. What do you do for a living? Just out of curiosity.
I'm a therapist, a mental health therapist.
Oh, nice.
Oh,
Heck
wow.
yeah.
Yes.
That's
I
good.
work 3 jobs. So I run, I guess my full-time job is I run like groups for convicted felons. And then I started my own private practice for people with, regular people with mental health issues. And then per diem, I do like crisis evals. And right now it's all from home. So I can just kind of like do all 3 jobs all week long. And
That's really cool.
work my ass off. Yeah.
So I have a question. Have you ever thought about like, Jay or Shaggy's mentality? Probably more so Jay, because he puts it out there a little bit more. And ever kind of like evaluated like kind of what
just armchair psychologist wise,
yeah,
like what do you think?
Because I know I've sat around. I know on this show I've sat around and talked about Jay's mental health.
We speculate on his mental health constantly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I speculate too, so it's hard because I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, a little bit about what's going on, but you don't always know the full story. And I think he probably hits the nail. I think he probably has a lot more self-awareness, and I think with the what do you call it? Those live streams. I think we've gotten definitely more insight other than speculation. So yeah, it's interesting. I think, like you said, like he's used to living a young lifestyle, and it's hard to probably like
It's hard.
said,
It's
like
probably
panic
hard
attacks and things like that.
It's probably hard to come down from that. That adrenaline rush you get from living that kind of lifestyle.
Yeah,
I would imagine it's kind of the same thing wrestlers go through. They after they're done with their career, they really can't get over it. They can't go back to normal life.
Yeah,
And I would imagine that's essentially something that Jay's going through as well. Not to mention the bumps he's taking from wrestling. He's probably got spine issues and things that are, and nervous system issues as well, which adds to the panic attacks.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's
I
cool.
always worry too. I'm like stupid, and I'm always like, "What is their retirement?" Because I'm old, so I'm like, "What does their retirement plan look like?" There's a face tattoos. Like, I hope that they like have a good, solid like foundation. I panic. I worry. I don't ever want them to like leave or retire, or God forbid, like I hope I go before them. But yeah, I'm always like, I hope they're good for the future.
Yeah,
but,
no. Like, I mean, they gotta. We have to speculate that they still got like a few bucks in the bank, like that they'll be okay, right? I mean, because Jay fucks around. He's like, we're not as rich as y'all think we are, or whatever. He says shit like that. Which sure, maybe he's not multi-millionaires like maybe he was at one time, but he's got to have $1 million in the bank, right?
All they gotta do is drop like a line of shirts.
Right.
That's like the classic stuff. They'll make. I mean, I don't buy their merch, but if they drop a black shirt with a old school Joker's card on it, I'll buy it.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's just. All they gotta do is pull out their secret weapons, and they'll make some quick cash real quick.
Oh yeah. I mean,
I remember.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, I remember one of my friends, her husband is best friends with Jump Steady, so not to like name drop, he was in their wedding. So
nice.
Me and her worked the merch booth when they did Rock and Shock up here back in 2008. So it was like the recession, and I remember I forget who it was, like they're like, oh, I made like 40 grand this weekend. Just, I was like in the middle of a recession just for a weekend at Hallowicked. It was like bananas.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. That's really cool though.
Not
like
to speculate on their financial things, but it's just interesting. Like Juggalos are recession proof because they'll buy shit.
Yeah, really.
40 grand, huh?
I mean,
for a damn.
I mean, dude, like every time they do those auctions and shit, they got Juggalos dropping like $800 to $1,000 on these jerseys and stuff. Like they got the means to line their pockets, and so I think they'll be okay in that regard. So I tend not to worry too much. They have enough of a legacy that I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
They're gonna be fine.
Yeah. Mentally, it's a different story, but who knows? I think they're both probably mentally doing better today than they were 10 years ago. You know what I mean? Especially,
I would say so. I hope they just have good people in their corner and a good support system that has their best interest in mind.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's interesting. We've the few Juggalos we've talked to with this Juggalo origin story. It's always fascinating hearing like cool jobs they have, and like sounds like you're successful. And if are you putting it out there for if Juggalos need mental health, they can hit you up? Mental health.
I should find a way to do that. Like, they have to get paid. But no, I think I should do something. Like, yeah, that's actually probably a good idea to kind of parlay that into helping Juggalos. I know, they do like the scrub thing, whatever it is at gatherings.
Yeah. Like a scrub help or whatever. Like you should. I mean, however you do it. If you're starting your own private practice, just like Juggalos, hit me up. Go to my website and here's the price. Insurance covers it. Yada yada. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. You're helping Juggalos. Bam. And now you got you got more of an insight because you're also a Juggalo. See.
That's true.
It's okay.
I don't know, man.
Help me connect with very few, but a few clients here and there.
Yeah, that's pretty cool though. Either way,
I don't know, man. I think Juggalos, I think they're pretty good. I don't think they need any mental health.
Yeah,
any mental help. Yeah. I think they're good. Wouldn't you say?
All right, you're trolling.
I've thought about it myself recently. Trust me.
No, I mean
it's always good to have somebody.
Yeah, I mean I've been going to therapy for almost a year now. It's been awesome. Like I do it all over through Zoom or whatever website she has me going through. It's awesome. It's good shit. But my therapist is younger than me, so it's kind of interesting because like I brought up ICP to her before, and she's like, "Oh, those guys still make music."
Okay, so then you're like, oh man, yeah, that's happened before. I used to listen to them in high school.
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Five.
ugh. Oh well. No, all right. Well, oh, do you have? Is there any other like? Do you have like any? I will say the work in the merch booth is really cool, and
That's a cool story.
and being pretty close to Jump Steady in general. Like that's kind of neat. Like having that kind of what do you say? 5 degrees of Kevin Bacon or whatever the fuck. But is there any other like cool Juggalo tales or stories that you had up your sleeve that you wanted to share or anything? And like, what's one of the cooler memories you might have? You know, I didn't mean to put you on the spot. I know we didn't talk about that.
No, I was trying to think of I mean, there's so many. I think a lot of. I mean, obviously, like in my 20s, we went on the bus a lot. Like, 'cause, I don't know, I was like bold in my 20s. Nothing like, you know, I wasn't like wasn't like groupie-ish or just hanging out.
Nothing
so they were pretty
scandalous.
cool with that. Yeah.
So
Yes,
you-
nothing scandalous. Thank you.
So you're pretty comfortable
Um,
saying that you've met him and you kind of you've had some conversations with him.
Yeah,
Oh.
they know me like, I kind of like force myself on them because I've been to like so many like VIPs and stuff. So it's fair to say that I think that they know me by sight now.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Like when
yeah.
I do, like when we did the virtual ones, they like, they're like, hey, I would, like, I don't think they're pretending that. Like I think that they know me by sight.
Yeah, for sure. That's pretty
Nice.
cool.
Yeah.
That's really
Yeah.
cool.
I like to be like active and comment on, things and like that. Like, just from like the board days, you just get used to being really active online and interacting with a lot of different people. So
Do you get on there and like during like Shaggy and the Creep? Are you in the chat and like interacting or anything like that?
no, I haven't like really caught up with that because it's hard to do things live because I'm like, I work 3 jobs and being a parent and I go to, work out every day. Like, so it gets, kind of hard to catch up with that. So I'm not in that part of it. And plus those, they move so fast and I can't keep up.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah,
Like I
it
try to
is.
do the chats on like sometimes if I make the live streams live and I'm just like, I can't, I have to like hide it. It's too much.
Yeah, I always watch later. I'm just curious with how active you are. It wouldn't have surprised me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm kind of the same way. It's very hard to,
Keep up with that shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if I were to watch it live, I would probably just turn the chat off. Like I don't
Yeah.
have time to read this shit. I'm trying to listen to these motherfuckers. You know?
yeah.
So
Exactly. Yeah.
So what's your album? What's the album that gets you going from ICP Joker's Card wise?
Riddle box.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I mean, there's so many other good ones, but like the second, like the music starts or whatever the intro is, like I'm back in my, like, boyfriend at the time's basement. Like I just feel like, from those like first notes, that's my album.
Nostalgic.
Yes.
Simpler-
it's just,
simpler
I
times,
remember
yep.
exactly where I was. I feel
Yeah.
15 again. Like when I heard it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean that's definitely an ingredient that ICP has, is that they can take you back when you listen to their stuff, and and that's one reason why I love them so much.
Yeah, they're amazing, and just growing up and my dad's is an alcoholic and he was rotten to my mom and just kind of like, we were poor and like there was like the preppy kids in school. So having people that like sung about that stuff and made it like a strength versus a weakness, it really helped. Like I didn't necessarily care if I belonged in any cliques. I have my best friends from grade school still. And like I got through high school without like doing anything to fit into the preppy cliques or anything like that. And I really credit ICP for like getting me through some of the hard times in my life, getting me through, my master's, marriage, divorce, buying a house, like all of that stuff. They're there. So
They've helped us adult, right? I mean,
yes.
like I can say that. Like ICP's actually helped me, do adult things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Believe it or not, guys. I mean, it happens.
yeah.
That's
It
weird.
really does. It doesn't have to like be mutually exclusive. Like you can have times where you while out and then, buckle down. That's what the whole thing is. Like you don't have to be a jackass just to listen to it or not work. Or I mean, they accept everybody for wherever they are in life, but you can definitely excel and like, go let loose at an ICP show. Like I can be buttoned down and help people with their problems. And then once I'm at a show, I'm elbowing through crowds and trying to get to the front. And yeah,
Oh,
like
I love
I'm a
that.
whole different person. Yeah.
That's so cool. Well, we won't hold you much longer. I do want to ask one other question. When you mentioned that you went to a few gatherings in the beginning, then it sounds like you took a long break. Was it just a distance thing, or was it more of a where you you just had more shit going on in life, and you weren't really like we've talked about it many times. We've had ebbs and flows with our juggalo-ness, you know. Like right now, it's up higher than it has been in the past, you know. But we went through years where we just kind of like laid low on the whole juggalo thing and didn't really pay much attention, weren't buying shit, weren't going to shows. But you know, it comes and goes. Was that how your experience was, or were you just always like it was always there in the forefront?
It's always there in the forefront, I would say. I mean, like, I'm not a big like merchalo type of thing, like just buy some of the shirts that I like, and when their albums come out I always buy it. But in terms of like, you know, longer like I said, I never miss a show here, you know. And I've been up and down like to Baltimore, and I go to like, you know, all sorts of places, Detroit a bunch of times, to Hollywood. It's tough because for so long, you know, I think I had my tonsils out in 2006, 2007. I was pregnant, and then I had a newborn for a few years. So it just wasn't like going to a gathering wasn't a priority. Plus, I was so poor for so long. Like I just wasn't making a lot, and I was married, and you know, he wasn't into it, so it just wasn't an option. Even though, like, you know, I would be like, see ya whenever they came here. So I mean, there's like a lot of reasons for that. Or like if I worked a job, like you have to drive 10 hours back there and back, so you have to take a whole week off. It's just kind of prioritizing. And even now I hate driving, so I'm like, well, maybe at like Nelson Ledges I would go, but I'd much rather do like those weekend shows. I went to the West Virginia one, which was awesome.
Okay.
And yeah, just like that, like just taking like a longer weekend, or even like a couple of days, going to a show with a theme, and then just like coming home. And you know, there's other places I like to travel to too.
Yeah, that's interesting. I like all these Juggalo weekends and like these random shows. They've like the Ultra Live 5 shows and stuff. Like, I've never thought of them as being something that Juggalos really like travel to and like almost treat as like, just for lack of a better word, like another little mini gathering. But I love that you know it like your explanation and the reason why like makes perfect sense. Like that's something that's way more in the cards for me. Like it would be easier for me to take a couple weekend days off and go to a weekend event like that than to spend all the time, money, and resources going to the gathering, getting a campsite, and yada yada. It's like not saying you should do one or the other, but it's nice that like looking at it from that perspective, it's a cool little like way to just still be involved and get to participate. You know, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. I'm 42, so I need a shower and I need a bathroom that I don't share with other people. Like, even I love my friends to death, but then they're like, oh, you can stay with us. I'm like, I need my own room. Like, I just need to like read my book and like, you know, take a nap and get ready at my own pace. And then I'll meet you guys like for drinks beforehand or lunch, but I just need my own space. I just, you know, so it's like kind of said, I don't want to camp necessarily, even though it's fun. I need my 8 hours of sleep and my book and my HGTV, and then I can go while out and come back and go to bed.
We love it. That's so sweet.
Sounds about right.
All right. Yeah. Rodney Miller was in the chat, said you looked super familiar, and asked if you ever go to shows in Detroit. So I think you answered.
I do.
So
yeah, I don't know who Rodney Miller is, but I actually, I know people don't like Twisted, but I'm taking my daughter, I think, to Astronomicon coming up. So I'm excited about that, so she can dress up and, you know, we can go to Twisted. And
that's cool.
My apology to not taking her to Juggalo Day.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a little easier to take a kid to anyway. So, you know, I can't hate on that. You know, believe me, Astronomicon looks like it's a fucking blast. But you know, I can't go and support Twisted.
No, as I said, I know people don't like them. They're still, kidding. You know, they're my they were there from the beginning, and they're still there for me.
I'm kidding. I was just bumping Twisted earlier.
Everybody. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Lori, we appreciate you taking the time today to join us. You're very interesting, and we love, you know, chatting with y'all. So thanks for joking us. We appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you. I don't get to talk about this all the time, so I appreciate it. So anytime I'm around Juggalos, I'm like, here we go. It's time to talk. So thank you.
Absolutely. Well, we'll let you go. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next time. All right.
Thanks, everybody.
See ya.
Bye.
See ya.
All right.
Really interesting.
Good shit, man. Lori was awesome.
Yeah, it's not having a origin story in a while. Kind of forgot, you know,
like how cool it is. You know.
Yeah, forgot the feeling you get when you hear it. You know,
I'm tired of talking to all these good Samaritan, successful juggalos. Juggalos, like where are the piece of shit juggalos? Like, come on, the folks like Lori are ruining our reputation. Just
Yeah.
kidding. Just kidding. We don't want. We know y'all ain't out there
Yeah, but
watching a podcast.
Juggalo therapist, so, hit her up, guys, if you need some mental health
Yeah.
help.
Tweet at her. Maybe she can give you shed some light. We're just
Yeah.
we're just like giving her service out. Tweet Lori. She'll help you out.
Yeah.
That's funny.
It's good to talk to somebody, especially if they're Juggalo. I couldn't, imagine, you're paying like another Juggalo to talk about your own mental health.
Yeah. She'll be like, just take whoop 3 times and come back tomorrow.
Just whoop 3 times, jog in place for 15 minutes.
Let's jog in place to the calm.
Take this Fago 2 times a day.
Yeah. I like the idea of just a Juggalo therapist only like fixing your problems with
Juggalo shit. Maybe
so funny, man.
Maybe some makeup. Wearing some makeup for a half hour a day might help you. See yourself from another angle.
Look in the mirror and scream the lyrics to I hate her to death. I don't know why I just picked that song. Scream the lyrics, I hate her to death in the mirror.
I hated that.
But whatever.
Echo Side Fiend, I'll jump on the origin story. Yeah, but we should get that going as well.
Oh yeah, man, we'll hook you up. Justin Manny wants you to hook up with Lori. I don't know if she's single, number one, but Carver is a taken man, ladies. Yes, he's a married man.
Yeah, but I appreciate the I appreciate that, Justin. I
I mean, she's a catch. So if she is single, I mean, mad props to any juggler that does pull her.
I didn't want to ask, but I mean, yeah, if she's single, you guys, I mean, she seems pretty successful and a really, really nice, smart person. So
Yeah, for sure.
and she likes ICP. I mean, come on, that's all you need.
Don't get better than that.
Yeah. So.
All right, so we had a few other things on the docket today. Let's see. So we wanted to get the Juggalo origin story out of the way. Glad we touched on that. Let's talk about real quick the ICP NFT thing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to explain that to me.
So I read that they were doing this NFT, and my blood boiled.
First of all, I'm ignorant to this. Sorry, Juggalos. What is an NFT?
All right, it stands for non-fungible token.
Fungible?
All right? Yes. I don't know what fungible
The fuck
means.
does fungible mean?
I don't know. But non-fungible token, all this means is that if you buy this NFT, there's a log, like a blockchain type of situation, like, like with Bitcoin, where anyone can look it up at any time and compare this image to the log and see that this person owns it. That's it.
So how long can you use it?
I think it's yours indefinitely, as long as NFTs will be a thing, I guess. You can always sell it to someone else. But here's my problem with it. And I'll be honest, I'm no NFT expert. I just know a little bit about it, and I've tried to read a couple articles and understand it, like, since they've been coming out. Normally it's images. They're now getting into making NFTs for various other things, and ICP's offering some of their songs as NFTs, which means these juggalos who buy these, which I say juggalos like this because who knows who's going to buy these? Some random person will buy these songs, okay? And I don't know what that means as far as...
So they're buying ICP songs?
Yes.
Are you shitting me? You're allowed to own an ICP song.
Yes, there's 3 songs I think they're doing so far. It's Take Me Away for some reason. The Chop Chop Slide, which whatever, you can have it. And there was like Hater to Death, I think was one of them. Maybe that's why it was on my mind.
So they're not going to be able to sell anything that's on Def Jam.
See, here's the thing with NFTs. It's all kind of a weird gray area, and there's no like federal like agency like paying attention. So that means like if you were to draw a picture, like somebody could take this right here, this Deck Wendell image I made. Somebody could take this and make an NFT of it, and I can't really do shit about it, and they could sell it, and now someone owns the rights to that image supposedly. I could submit a report, and maybe they'll remove it from the thing or whatever. I don't know how that works, but people are doing that with random people's images. Tom Wood, people were taking his art and selling it as NFTs. He was pretty pissed about it.
It's just for digital purposes, like digital use.
Yes. So now, as far as like what it means to own these, it's all up to whoever. Like you pretty much have to subscribe and understand and be cool with this whole NFT. If you're on board with NFTs, then that person owns it. But anyone who doesn't give a fuck about NFTs, who gives a fuck? No one's going to pay attention. No government agency gives a fuck about NFTs. It's irrelevant.
What the hell?
It's all
dude?
all just a weird, like, in my opinion, NFTs are literally just a way for people to sell nothing, make money, and just give fake value to shit.
It's like the idea of value.
Yes.
Yeah.
And Bitcoin is similar, but at least with Bitcoin, like,
I mean,
there's a consensus that everyone's on board. Like, this is how much a Bitcoin is worth, you know?
Yeah.
But with it,
NFTs is such like fringe
Right.
little groups that think this. Yeah.
like, have you seen all these, like,
So the NFT will essentially work because it's ICP backing it.
yes. So they're on board with it. So whoever buys they said in the post, like, whoever buys the right or the NFT for these songs, they can do whatever they want with it. Put it in their videos, put it behind their streams, like, use it for whatever commercial reason they want to use it for, essentially. And I think the idea is there's just the agreement that they won't get sued by the artist. You know what I mean?
What about YouTube? Is YouTube going to pull it down?
Fuck no, dude. There would have to be a whole new, like, NFT, like, database of everything that, you know, says, like, who owns what and shit. Like, you really think they're going to get on board with this shit? NFTs are a joke amongst, like, the corporate, you know, society.
It sounds like it.
It's all just a weird, like, crypto bro, like, flex.
It almost sounds like a trade thing, like a bartering trade.
Yeah, like, it's self-contained in that regard. So I think you're right. And I haven't been paying attention to the chat, so I don't know if any juggalos are shedding light here. You're selling receipts that someone owns the digital rights to something. How much to take me away? I don't think they've put prices on it yet.
I mean, if it works and if ICP can cash out because it is good for them, I mean,
I say that too, and I do agree. Like,
I ain't buying no NFTs. I can tell you that much.
fuck no, dude. The thing is, these songs are gonna sell for thousands. Number
Yeah,
one, what's
dude.
the odds of an actual juggalo owning this song? So that kind of sucks. And this isn't me, like, trying to be I'm not trying to be like a gatekeeper. Okay, I'm not trying to be like, it's ours.
Yeah.
Only juggalos can own those songs.
Yeah.
I don't care that much. I just think it more is like it's more just like a whack practice. You know,
Yeah.
I just think it's you know, again, they can make their money, whatever, but, like, it's just whack that somebody will own the rights to that. Like, man, like, so that guy will get it's just bragging rights, essentially. I paid
Yeah.
this price and now it's mine.
Yeah.
But no one cares.
But
No one
but
cares
is
except whoever got the money.
But is it really yours? How long does it last?
That's the thing.
That's what I'm saying.
There's no rhyme or reason to it. It's all just play. It's monopoly money shit.
Is
you
it?
know?
I mean, it's not yours. You're allowed to use it without being sued by the band or something.
Pretty much, yeah. You own the rights to it. You just own a thing that says yes.
It's like leasing a beat.
Yes. Like, I can do what I want with this.
I'm leasing.
It's so
leasing an ICP song. I'm okay. I'm good on that, man.
So that's my understanding of it.
And it's mainly for people who don't want to get flagged and their stuff pulled down because they're trying to make money off their channel, right?
Yeah, I guess so. I think it's more
Because we play ICP shit all the time. We don't care.
Yeah, I mean, and none of our videos can be monetized for that reason, but we don't have 1,000 subscribers, so it's irrelevant. We get to that, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it, you know, but nevertheless, I just think it's gross. I think NFTs in general are gross. Like, it's really whack and lame. And again, I can't hate on them for hustling and making money. I don't hate on that. So they can do it, and I'm not going to judge them for it or anything. I just still think it's whack, you know? I think it's whack. I don't think they're whack for it. I just hate the idea of it.
Folks, this is unbelievable.
I couldn't have said it better myself.
Exactly.
Anyways, that's my 2 cents on it. I don't have a huge, like, I don't really care. I read it.
It grinds your gears a bit.
It grinds my gears a little bit, just simply because I think NFTs are whack.
Yeah.
That's it.
They sound like it. I
think it's so lame, and it's a rich guy crypto bro
Yeah.
society.
When I heard Jay, like, because I saw that commercial, Like when I heard Jay talking about NFTs, I was like, does he even fucking know what it is?
Somebody probably approached him like, "Hey guys, look, we can do NFTs where people say," yeah, and they're like, "Okay, like what? Like they might buy them for like several $1,000s." Like, yeah, of course.
It's like
and it doesn't, and we still own the actual rights, and we'll still make all the money from them, right? Well, yeah, of course. Well, yeah, fuck it.
Well, you know what? I'm okay with ICP doing this simply because they have to figure out the business in new ways.
And this is like a newer thing. You know, in 2 years, NFTs might be the way we pay our bills. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I sell an image to my mortgage company, and that's how I pay my bills. But nevertheless, that's where we're at, man. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I mean, it just seems like it's the same as like, you know, copywriting or trademarking, or it's like a new way to trademark, copyright, lease type of thing, right?
Yeah. It just has scam written all over it.
Yeah,
to me.
it does sound like it. I mean, and it sounds like it's not sustainable, right?
No, I don't think so.
Like it's not like a sustainable system. That's, I mean, to me, I don't know. I could be wrong.
It's definitely not. It's whack.
Yeah. Anyway,
that's that. All right. So the next thing on the agenda I had, I don't know how much. Did you have anything on the agenda you wanted to bring?
No,
up?
man. I'm just kind of hanging out today, kind of floating around, hanging out today.
All right. So let's check out the Ain't No Time video.
I did watch this. I did watch that.
Let's see. Here it is. Official video. So they aired it after one of their Twitch streams the other day. Here, I'll show you all Jugs. Yeah, where is it? This one. I thought the video's fucking sweet.
I will say, Jay looks pretty fire in this. Shaggy looks pretty fire. I mean, like,
the setting and the drone shots and shit are
very
dope.
no, the video was shot great. I will say that, man. This is a fucking, and it's cool to see. And I'm assuming this is Detroit. I mean,
yeah.
I'm not an expert on the landscape of Detroit, but I'm sure it is. It's, you know, it's them in their element. You know, it's essentially, this is where ICP started.
Yeah.
And it's coming full circle back around to where they're at now. I like the shots when they show Jay and Shaggy together, and you kind of see the story on their faces.
Yes, they're
know what I
very
mean?
yes. You can see like the wrinkles and like their paint isn't like pristine. Like, I feel that. I had a similar feeling when I watched it.
Yeah, you just get that feeling. It's like, oh man, this is kind of epic. Like you're seeing that these guys, you're seeing the career on their face.
Yeah,
right. They're how hard they've gone.
Yeah, for sure. There's a good shot of Jay.
So and the graffiti, man, is sweet.
Yeah. The Roadside Ghosts, I don't quite understand. I thought it was one guy, which he's doing all the singing, but I don't know who the bearded guy is. Yeah, that's a sweet shot right there.
Yeah,
with Jay just standing in the
Jay
tunnel.
looks fire, man. I'll give him that. Like he's
look, there it is. That's
like
shot.
Shit like that, man. Like you don't get that often with ICP.
Yeah,
you don't get those
even that shot. Like it just looks like normal, you know, like
yeah, you see epic shit. I like Jay's ICP. The beanie. That's classic.
I noticed that. Very dope.
Jay's one thing I was watching is like Jay's posture with his legs, man. They look kind of. He looks like he's definitely been a wrestler, man. You can tell he's walking. You can tell he's walking with like his legs look kind of beat up the way they're moving around.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure he's good. He gets the treatment and stuff he needs, but.
It's interesting that they too, like the setting, like there's a broken down plane that everybody's like graffitied. It looks so dope.
Looks I saw that too.
There
that plane, holy shit, that was really cool, man.
It's so sweet.
Yeah.
How the fuck they even get that there?
I don't know. But the NASA jacket's really cool. I mean, just the cinematography's awesome.
Like Jay, it just seems like Jay's keeping it so real. Like he's not even like he, you know, he's not even like putting on an act at all. Like he's just like being himself.
Yeah, man, he looks cool. And he's, you know, he looks like modern and stylish, you know, which, you know, I don't hate. I mean, I'm always partial to Jay looking just crazy and like, you know, just being goofy and stupid, but it's okay to see him, you know, every now and then just kind of, you know, be that, that hip kind of guy,
Yeah, sure.
right?
That-
I don't really know what to say about
I was
it.
gonna say, that said, I did see a picture of him like earlier this week of him standing with his girlfriend, Lainey or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, did you see this picture?
I did. I saw it. Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! Jay's wearing like ripped up jeans and
Yeah.
shit. Oh, it's so
Yeah.
fucking funny.
Yeah.
I need to find it.
I did see that. I did see that. We can find that. And talk
I might
about
have saved it.
Yeah. But see now that Shaggy, man. See, there's that.
Yeah.
that
Yep. Yeah.
and
he
you
looks great.
just see the career in their face, like
Yep.
what they've seen. Imagine what they've seen, right?
Yep.
We've seen them, but imagine what they've seen. And it's just crazy.
Very dope shots, man. Whoever did this, the cinematography on this, fucking crushed it.
Yeah. We should look that up. Was it the same guy who did the last video?
I don't think so. Let me see. It does say who did it. Hold on.
I'll go back to that scene real quick.
Hold on. I was just seeing real quick. Video produced by the Shinobi Squad. Directed and edited by Kuma. Director of photography, Chad Vanderberg. So that'd be the guy we would thank for that. I'm sorry. What did you want me to look at?
There was a scene.
Let me scooch back a little bit.
Yeah, we
you're
might
good.
not find it, but it said something. There was a banner that said something above. Go back, I think, a little bit more. Yeah, it's going to be right after this. There's graffiti that says something across the overpass right
Oh,
there.
yeah, Forever
Alone. Is that superimposed, or was that actually part of the graffiti? Because you don't see it, I don't think, any other time.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks, if it's superimposed, it's very well
Yeah.
done.
And
I mean, look, it looks perfect.
Yeah,
I think it's really there.
it's
dude.
probably really there. But it's probably just on the other side, right?
Yeah.
But that was a cool little shot. Forever
Oh, yeah.
Alone kind of fits what he's talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
No. Now, I don't think I've gone too deep into the song. I will admit, I like the video a lot. I'm not the biggest fan of the song. I'm just really not. I like the hook.
Sure.
Beat's pretty cool. You know what I mean?
I really love the song.
The overall feeling of the song is all right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I'm not the biggest fan of Jay's vocal performance in this.
Sure.
And kind of the lyrics. Not it doesn't ruin it for me.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's just one of those things, and it's kind of like the breakup thing, the breakup
yeah.
song, and
I
like,
think-
and they've been on that a lot lately. I'll talk about that later when we get into Vic.
Oh yeah. I don't have much else to say about this. I thought the video was dope, so I want to talk about it. I'm glad that we got this video before the Queen's video.
Yeah,
I'm looking forward to watching the Queen's video because I'm sure there's gonna be some hot ass fucking juggalettes in it.
Yeah.
But the song, we've discussed.
Yeah. The video, the song choices for the videos. I'm just there. I mean, there's songs on that on Yum Yum I would much rather see a video to.
Mm-hmm. But that one was an easy one.
Yeah, I'm not. Like I said, I'm not hating, man. They're doing their thing, and I've gone through the comments of that video, and it seems like people like it.
Yeah. That
Seems
song?
like a lot of people really like that video.
Well, good.
And they like this song, and I'm glad it's, I'm glad it's working for everybody, and
Yeah.
everybody likes it and stuff. Because I mean, that's kind of a brave step to take, being Jay, doing that kind of song.
Sure.
A more, like a serious breakup song where he's
Yeah.
trying to perform like a different style of vocal recording,
And then to
singing
essentially-
and shit like that.
And to essentially make it a single,
Yeah, so
It's
I mean,
interesting.
it's a brave step. It doesn't work for me on every level, but a lot of people seem to like it, so I'm glad that's happening. So
For sure. Justin Manny said that the guy singing is the drummer from POD, right? I don't know if he's trolling or just being sincere.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I have no clue.
I have no clue who Roadside Ghost is at all.
I know
so.
Jay was really into POD.
Was
when
he?
when they were big? Yeah, I remember him talking about it.
Really?
Yeah, he
I don't
was
remember
really
that.
into POD when they were big.
Dude, I saw POD live one time.
Yeah.
Before their first single came out. I went to a Christian rock concert locally here at a high school, like with my aunt,
Yeah.
because she was like into Christian rock or whatever. I was like, okay, I'll go. And I was probably like 14, maybe 13, I don't know. But I went with her, and like it was POD and like a couple other bands. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, they fucking rocked. But
Yeah, I didn't never
just
hate
weird.
POD. Collective Soul was a few years before POD, but they were kind of like a Christian rock band as
Really?
well. Yeah, Collective Soul.
I mean, hey man, I ain't hating. If
They
you-
sang December and Don't Hurt Me Now.
Oh yeah.
Don't worry now.
Oh, turn your head, no baby, just. Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted for that. I better
Yeah, we got stuff.
I don't know. All right, that's that for that video. What else?
Yeah, overall, if I had to give the video a score, I'd probably give it an 8 out of 10.
Okay.
Yeah. Video, I mean, the video's a 10. Songs probably, for me, song's probably a 5 or 6. So I'd round it out to about an 8 overall.
Okay, I feel that. Look, I found that picture of Jay. Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just have to show it to the
Yeah.
camera.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, and it's as much as like I don't wear that kind of shit, you
Yeah.
know what I mean? And it's definitely not my style.
It's just funny because he looks so goofy because he's wearing like
he's probably got the studded belt. And
he
stuff.
does
Now-
have a studded belt and a chain hanging from it.
Yeah.
And fucking ripped up jeans, and he's wearing like whatever. It's like a Gucci or
Yeah.
Chanel shirt.
I would even say that's, you know, I would even say that's probably 10 years out of date. You know?
He just looks like one of those fucking like You know who he looks like? You know the dude on did you watch Tiger King?
I watched like the first episode of the first season.
I don't know if you remember this then. This
I can't watch animals and tigers like be like shit like that.
for what it's worth, the humans are more of the spectacle than the animals. But nevertheless, there's a guy on there. His name's like Jeff something. It's the guy. People who've watched it know what I'm talking about. It's the guy that wears the bandana and he always wears like a fucking like Ed Hardy shirt or something like that. He dresses like that.
Yeah.
Like that's Jay style. It's that guy. It's
Yeah.
so fucking played. This guy has like a goatee and like he's just old and thinks he's like 25. You know, he has like a hot ass chick like as his wife.
I mean, it's Jay wanting to look kind of hip and young. It's okay, man. Jay's always wore weird shit.
Yeah.
He's always wore flashy kind of shit. I'm more into the goofy flashy shit that he used to wear back in the day, you know.
Sure.
That's, you know, jerseys and fucking, you know, big goofy stuff he used to wear back in the day.
Sure. I get
But
it.
it's, you know, he's lost weight and he's got a younger girl and he's probably, you know, I get it. It's whatever. I don't fucking really care.
Yeah.
You can wear what, you know, you come out with like legit clown shoes on. I'm not going to give a fuck.
Yeah, obviously I don't care. It's just funny. It's especially funny just to see Violent J like that. Like,
Yeah, for
just
sure.
so weird. All right, man.
Shaggy ain't wearing shit like that. You can
No.
I mean,
No, he's not. You can tell Jay's doing that just for like his girl.
Yeah.
You know, that's the other thing that's just funny about it. All right, so the only other thing I had was well, I did watch. I haven't watched all the streams because I'm not subscribed and I can never catch them live. What's he saying? He's saying something funny over there.
he was just talking about like, yeah, Jay Jess is like he's 16 and shit.
Oh.
Justin, but yeah, I mean, he does. He's,
So I was gonna say, I was trying. I even texted you earlier in the week. I was like, let's watch these streams and catch up, and we're gonna talk about them. I didn't watch a single one.
I didn't watch anything either.
But again, I can't. I never catch them live. I'm like, I go to bed at like 9 o'clock. You know what I mean? I wake up at 5 in the morning. I'm old. Nevertheless, I did start watching the KMK one, like the Rise and Fall of KMK. I know that's old news at this point. It's like 2 months old. But one thing I thought was interesting that we've never brought up, which he mentions at some point, that he had a meeting to sign Cottonmouth Kings.
Yeah, he did. I remember.
And and he said Brad like dropped the ball on it several times.
Yeah.
But I thought that was crazy. Like, why isn't that talked about? Like, because it sounded like he was talking about it as if it was toward like the end of their reign, like almost like during the fall of them. Because he mentioned Dirtball right around the same time. So I think it was right around the time they signed Dirtball was when they were making these talks.
Yeah, I think it was because like the Cottonmouth Kings were kind of running into trouble, and
Yeah.
Jay was like, "Well, what if I sign you to Psychopathic? Would that pull everybody back together?"
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. But
Yeah.
I thought that was so interesting. Like that would have been pretty fucking cool.
Yeah.
You know, don't get me wrong. Like, I know Cottonmouth Kings were doing their own thing. They were doing Sub Noise, which they were just doing the same business model Psychopathic was doing. I never cared about a single other artist on Sub Noise though, not one. All of them were whack to me.
Unfortunately, I feel the same. Cottonmouth was only really the only band I cared about on Subnoise.
Yeah. So when I heard they could have been possibly signed to Psychopathic, I was like, man, that's kind of a lost opportunity. I wish we would have had even one Cottonmouth Kings album on Psychopathic. Would have been pretty fucking fresh, man.
I think so. Yeah, with a little bit of maybe some Mikey Clark production on there. Imagine that shit. That'd be kind of cool.
That would be great. I thought I'd mention that because I thought it was cool, but I don't have much else to say. It made me sad for what an alternate reality. All right. That said, we're gonna get into Wicked Vic, guys, but I want to give away our Ringmaster 3D print. Let me pull up the Gleam site. So I did it with a site called Gleam that you could join, and people could just click a couple things and get some entries and join every day. It's fine. I mean, it was a fun way to do it. And it was a good way to get some interaction and exposure, whatever. That said, like, I hate the idea of somebody who doesn't like our show, you know, winning. That will kind of suck, because I think there's been some entries of random people. So there's a good chance a random person will win. And the reason I'm prefacing all this is because I'm scared of someone. I don't care if they like our show, but if they don't even like ICP and they win, I'm sending this fucking sweet shit to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm still going to do it because this is the way I set up the contest, and I'm a man of my word. But that's why I printed off 2 of these motherfuckers, all right? So we're giving away another one.
Damn, look at that.
We're giving away another one. Well, I'm gonna do the winner of the Gleam contest here in a second. But then I'm gonna give one away in the chat. All right? So for y'all listening in the chat, pay attention. There's 10 people viewing. So right now these 10 people are the only people that could win. If you can name in the chat, the first person to name in the chat the album that I let Jason Easterling borrow and never got back, I will. If the first person can name that album, I will fucking send you the second one. All right.
Yep.
So
and you've talked about this numerous times. On the
Jason
show.
Easterling stole my CD many years ago. I've mentioned it many times. I get somebody already got it.
Damn.
All right. All right. So Rocks Tunes was technically the first one. I'm sorry, Justin Manny. All right. You guys are all right though. Well, they did just say Dark Lotus. Ooh, that's a tricky one, because I mean I would accept that.
He knew.
Yeah, the fact that you even said Dark Lotus, I know what you're talking about. You knew which one. And I know you know.
Yeah, he was the first one.
All right, so we'll give it away to Rocks Tunes. He wins. All right, Rocks Tunes, send me an email, keezy@deck1delt.com, and I'll get your info. All right.
That was quick,
dude.
That was quick.
Justin Manny on. Let's see. He said way I was ahead of him. On our chat, I see Rocks Tunes before you. I see it says Lotus. Sorry, man. We'll give away more, but I will give one away to Rocks Tunes. Well, congratulations, bro. You won. Here, we'll get you some fanfare.
Folks, this is unbelievable. Rocks Tunes is the winner.
I had applause and it just didn't work.
Well, you know, the 3D printer's right over there. It's always fired up and ready to go. And yeah, we'll probably do some more stuff. More giveaways.
We'll make some other cool shit. So you won before I even got. I thought I was gonna be able to log in and pull this Gleam contest before y'all could pull that out. But we appreciate y'all for paying attention enough to know that.
Yeah, I will say I have some things in the works as well. That once we get it ready to go, we can do some giveaways with this as well. I'm actually an artist myself, so we got some stuff ready to go. Not really ready just yet, but when it is ready, we'll have some giveaways.
Yeah, so we'll be doing other cool shit like that. So many people just I didn't intend on selling or giving away the Ringmasters, but so many people thought it was cool. I'll eventually probably put up the file so that people can just print their own. I don't mind that. Again, I'm not trying to make money off of this shit. I thought it was something cool.
And you designed this one yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you designed this build.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Sorry, I gotta find my password. I wasn't prepared for this. Oh, god damn it. It has a fucked up crazy password. Hold on.
But yes, I would like to get every card printed. I wouldn't mind making a display, like a backlit display for each one. That'd be pretty cool. Yeah,
I plan on getting the rest of the filament so we can make more. So we'll be giving away more. Let's see. Can the next 3D printed cover be Tunnel of Love? XXX. I wish I could print 3D.
We'll just print out a big pink dildo.
Yeah. I wish I could print out like an actual album cover. Like that'd be cool. I can only print out one color really. I have to pull some ninja tactics in order to reload a different color to get this on there. So it's pretty interesting. All right.
Yeah, it's cool the way it is, man.
So 3D printed Ringmaster giveaway. I don't know exactly how this will work. There's 380 entries. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna pull it up. All right. One winner unpicked. Here, I'll pull it up so you guys can see me pick it. Hopefully it's somebody that likes ICP and likes our show. We'll see.
That's a lot to ask right there.
All
Someone
right.
who likes ICP and our show.
So there's only one winner unpicked. We're going to see. Oh, there's 23 invalid. I wonder what the 23 invalid actions are. I don't know what that means. I'm just going to click delete all invalid actions. All right. Here we go. One winner for our other Ringmaster. Draw. Drawing.
Drawing.
Sheila Stockslater. Oh, I'm broadcasting her shit. I didn't mean to put her out there. Oh, here. All right. Sorry, Sheila. I didn't mean to put your email out there, but I don't think you're a listener, so I don't give a fuck. Thanks, Sheila. We will hook you up. I'll email you. All right.
Cool.
See, that's what I'm talking about. Some lady named Sheila wins. Hopefully, she's a jug. It's the least I can.
Hopefully
ask.
she's jugging. If she's not, maybe she'll be like, I don't really care about that.
Maybe.
Right? And say, don't send
Then
me
why
that,
the fuck you entered?
don't send me that bullshit. I don't know why I entered. I just did it because
All
I
right.
just do shit.
See, I didn't know who put her shit out there. I'm sorry, y'all. All right. Well, that's that.
Don't be sending me that bullshit.
Okay. So, congrats, Sheila. Congrats, Rocks Tunes. Email me. I'll get your info and send that shit out. And I'll hook you up with some stickers too. I got all these Deck Wendell stickers. I'll hook you up with too, my man. All right, moving on. This is the last. I know we're gonna talk about Wicked Vic. We're gonna skim through it. I know we're already over an hour into the show now, but we wanted to play this song. ICP made a new song called "Devil in Leather." All right. It's an 80s hair metal rock song. I don't know if y'all have heard it yet. I think they just debuted it last night. This is the cover. It's this weird, like, lady coming out of a ring of fire. It's kind of weird. Here, I'll make it bigger so Jugs can see here. So this is on FagoLovers.net. Shout out to Fago Lovers. Anyways, you want to hear it? Carver hasn't heard it yet. I've heard it.
Yeah, I haven't heard it.
All right, here we go.
Wonder who the girl is on the cover.
Yeah, interesting. I mean, it looks like Violent J in that picture I showed. Just kidding. What website is that? What website is what? Oh, this is FagoLovers.net. It looks like my mom. Listen to Jay.
Oh, God. So the devil in leather is a girl.
Yes.
Hey, man, it sounds like a good time.
Dude, I'm going to rock the fuck out to this when I get in the car. This might have been the best track on Yum Yum. If they put it on Yum Yum, shit.
It's definitely giving me some Van Halen vibes.
Yeah. He says she's got nipples that shoot bullets.
So who produced the music?
That's a great question. I wish I knew. If any Jugs know, let us know. Sounds like some of the performance Shaggy gives on the Palcast.
Did they have a live band during this
Yes, they
Juggalo
did.
Day shit?
They did.
Really? See, I'm interested to see the.
I'm sure there's a video of it, of the concert.
Yeah, I want to see some videos of that.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that shit. Dead
Mike-
Body Brand, are you sure about Mike P?
They're saying Mike P. I mean,
And then he said DJ Premier. Justin's fucking with us. Get out of here.
DJ Premier.
It's kind of like Steel Panther. Yeah, I love Steel Panther, bro.
Yeah.
Th-
if
dude-
it is Mike P, I mean that makes sense.
Yeah. This shit is fucking dope as hell, I think. I think they should do a whole album like
I
this.
think it's pretty cool. I think it's pretty cool.
Oh, listen.
I don't hate
Ooh.
it.
You can see Mike P doing that.
Oh yeah, man. Oh yeah, man. I can get into it.
Yeah,
you know?
it's such a weird album cover, especially that it says Insane Clown Posse like that.
Yeah, I don't hate it.
Yeah, that's fucking
Oh,
sweet,
yeah.
man. All right, man. That's that.
What if this is just? What if this is what they be like just turned into?
This is
like,
just what they start doing.
like ICP
Dude.
just becomes an '80s cover band kind of thing.
Hey, I can always go back and listen to Great Malenko, man. It's fine. I would be fine with this.
Yeah.
Honestly, if they said the next Joker's card was all this, I would really be excited for it.
I mean, a lot of their music throughout the years has been '80s influenced, whether it be rock or hip hop.
Yeah.
You know, so
This shit's dope, man. I thought it was sweet. I wanted to share that with y'all.
no, I don't hate it. I do not hate it. It's pretty cool. You know, the production was nice. I'll
Yeah.
give it that.
All right, man. Let's finally get into the topic at hand.
Wicked Vic.
All right, man. Wicked Vic the Weed. It's only 26 minutes, so this will put us right closer to a half hour, hour and a half. We'll be good. All right, man. You ready?
Yeah, man.
So we both listened to it a couple times,
To
right?
honor the arrival of Lil Wicked Vic, we about to clown that bitch ass.
Yeah, man. I can't say I don't like this. I like this. I like this beat. I like this little opening. It's cool.
I think the opening might be the best one. It's one of the best songs on.
Yeah, I mean the opening was cool.
Wicked.
It definitely
man.
reminded me of some like Jalco Brothers or Riddlebox type
Yeah.
of feel, you know.
As soon as I turned it on, I was like, all right, okay,
Yeah.
Wicked Vic, all right.
Yeah, man. I mean, I can't like imagine a fucking seed. Like I just like I will say this era of ICP, I really don't care about the car, like the imagery and
Okay.
shit. Like I don't like Yum Yum and the seeds and like it just doesn't do it for me.
Okay,
right?
I get that.
But I'm not like I said, the music. I'm not minding the music. Well, Yum Yum, we've definitely gone over Yum Yum. Yum Yum was great. As far as what I've heard from this one, you know, this track definitely stood out. I was like, okay, like I feel some energy from it. I definitely feel like they're trying to do something that's older sounding.
Yeah.
You know, that's like what they're going for.
Yeah, sure. I feel that.
Was this produced by Kuma, this album?
I don't know. I don't have a hard copy, so if Juggalos know, I don't think anybody has a hard copy. Well, maybe you could buy it at the show. I don't know. I was trying to see if I could pull up a...
I mean, like, okay, so there's definitely been, I've seen comments, a bunch of people talking, you know, they don't like it, okay? But, I don't know, man. I'm hearing, like, stuff I like in this.
So I like this first track is pretty cool. I think they're doing a good job. Whoever's doing the production, doing a pretty good job with the like clowniness, like the carnival type sounds. I almost think it almost sounds like whoever's doing it is just trying to do a Mikey Clark impression though.
Kinda, yeah.
So I don't know who's doing the production. It's decent, but there's something about it that like is just not there for me. But the title track is fine. Like I have zero issues with this intro at all. It's perfectly fine. These next two songs, I think are the worst on the album.
Right.
This one I really like the like sound effects and like the cool shit they put in the background, but I hate how they're rapping on this song. I hate it.
That's funny. Yeah. That's funny because I definitely thought they did some styles like this on Yum Yum. You know?
Yeah. I can't think of them doing something specific like this though on there.
Queens is kind of one of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh,
You're not helping your case. Yeah, you're right. That I can see what you mean by that. whole EP is garbage, says Viral 20.
It's the handicap Joker's card. Yeah, they're representing women. Now they got to represent. They've started something. They've started something. ICP needs to represent everybody now.
The hook is fine on this song. I don't like the yelling, the sending the clowns part. I like this part. Everybody dies, hey. Like, that shit's dope.
Yeah, I like the beat.
It's just, I don't know, man. Something's missing. I hate if they didn't rap in this fashion. I think I would like it more. But
Yeah.
that kills it for me, man. The next song I do like more than this one, but coming right off the gate with this song, like, was like, it disappointed me. Let me just say that.
See, for me, this is like a simpler rap style that I see, and I'm more into their simpler styles of rap.
Sure, I get that.
I like when they rap simple. That's what I go for.
I like when they rap simple, but I don't like when they like try to do like they always try to do like a thing like with their rap. Like you can't just like rap like normal like da 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 da. There's like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Da 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 da.
It's like they're going too much with the music and the melody.
Like they have to. It's like they do that often. Sometimes it works, and sometimes I don't think it does. And that kills it for me. And this is one of those.
Yeah.
Again, not every time often when they do that kind of melodic rapping, let's just call it that, it works fine. But I don't think it works on this one personally.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna skip
like
to the next one.
like I've mentioned before, ICP's rap style was almost more of a chant, like a character
Here's lore about Wicked Vic. The problem child.
Yeah, I mean.
So I wonder that I didn't mean to interrupt your thoughts.
Oh no, you're okay.
But I wonder, like, with the lore, like, if when they put these seed albums together, first of all, I wonder if they just slapped this together to get it ready in time, or if this is like these are all like Yum Yum B-sides that they just threw on in, or maybe they have a collection of Yum Yum B-sides. Let's say this. And are they actually picking some? Look, which ones match Wicked Vic, the problem child, Weed? Like, this is the songs they ended up with. I don't. You couldn't sell me that idea.
Yeah.
I don't believe that.
Well, I'm wondering if the little absence they took for a while from their streaming and everything, I imagine they were working on Wicked Vic.
Maybe. I mean, they could slap together these. I mean, let's not even call the first one a song, the Wicked Vic intro. These 5 songs that are new on here, they could slap those together with a quickness. I would assume. Like, none of them are lyrically intense. None of them are subjects I think they spent a lot of time on.
Mm-hmm.
This song like might as well just be like Clown Drippin' 2.
Yep. We need to do a top 10 or a 6 most. Sorry, a 6 most ICP songs with the word clown in the title.
Yeah, that'd be a good
like
one.
Clown.
There's 2 on this fucking album.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's 2 on Yum Yum.
Yeah.
I think
There's 1 on Malenko. I think that's probably gonna win out.
Yeah. All right, so Shaggy's like kind of spitting hot fire here for a second, but this one should have been. This was more like a what we call him, the clowny something.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this reminds me of some old school shit.
It's okay. People were bitching about Jay's verse on this.
But see, back in the day, if Jay would have rapped a verse like this, everybody would have liked it.
Yeah.
Because it would have been that old Jay.
But maybe if he was more like head squish squash, head split blop, this black blip. Maybe if he did more of that voice rather
Yeah. Yeah, his voice. I just think he's lost vocal range in his voice, man, and he kind of has to do that to get like any type of like force or energy out. Yeah, man. No, I get it, man. I've
Clowny kicker, thanks, Gage. I forgot it. We've got our own term.
Clowny kicker. I mean, I don't know. I've had issues with Jay's, voice for years now, and It's got to be because he has damaged his vocal cords among the dental surgery or whatever,
Yeah, sure.
you know. So I mean,
Well, I was trying to see.
but there were sections on Yum Yum where Jay's voice sounded amazing, like really good.
Oh yeah, I agree. I actually went back and listened to a lot of Yum Yum after this.
Mm-hmm.
It's like night and day, dude. Like as far as like the effort seemingly put in.
Yeah.
Like I feel like this was like very minimal effort. Like I don't know what it is though. I can't quite put my finger on what this is missing. You know, and again, it's possible these were recorded at the same time as Yum Yum, and I'm just pulling shit out of my ass. But it just feels like these are all thrown together.
Yeah, I guess I could see that.
Justin Manny said he can't stand the voice of Flo. Somebody said it was a Jay's game show voice. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Where was that? There's all kinds of shit popping off in the chat. Dead Body Brand said this goes hard. Somebody said Clown Love, Steel City Dominer. Clown Love is a pretty fire. That'd probably win the Clown. It would be up there.
Oh yeah.
I'll put it like this: neither of these songs would be in mine. All right. Yeah, a lot of people are seemingly agreeing, but some people love this song. So
I don't
know.
hate it.
It's divisive.
Yeah.
One
I
thing
will say I don't hate really anything on this album.
I think one thing that we can all agree on is that Mutilator is the standout track on this album.
Yeah. Yeah.
Without a doubt. This is
The beat, the dopest beat on the album,
Yes.
for sure.
dopest beat. Like they're spitting their regular like voices,
Yeah.
regular cadence. They're the hook is tight. Yeah. Shaggy spits hot fire on this later on. He's like, it's tight. Such a sick beat. I don't like the rock part as much. All right, I feel that. I personally like the rock shit. I think it's dope.
I do.
I think this and the next track are standout.
I can stab again.
Ooh,
Like,
I
I
like
like
that
Jay-
too. Do it.
Yeah. Yeah, I like Goofy J more than any other type of J.
Sure. What Jay would you compare this to? Like what song? Like I stab people almost.
Yeah.
Jay.
More of a bizarre style J.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I stab people 4 or 5.
Yeah.
Like it's that kind of vibe.
Yeah. Like he started getting to that in Juggalo Brothers, but then really got into that goofy, weird J in Bizarre. And that's kind of what I hear in this.
Yeah. For sure.
I don't think he'll ever get to that level,
Yeah.
but he can get pretty close still.
This song from any of the Yum Yum albums. Wow, that's a bold stance, Gage.
What'd he say?
He said this is the best song from any of the Yum Yum albums. So that would include Yum Yum's Lore, Yum
Yeah.
Yum, and this. I don't think this is better than most of the shit on Yum Yum, to be honest. But this could have been on Yum Yum, and I would have been perfectly happy.
Yeah.
I'll say that.
I like it. I really do like this song.
I don't think this is better than. I'll say this. I don't think the best song on this album, which would be this, is better than the worst song on Yum Yum.
Are you kidding me?
No, I'm not kidding.
Really? You think Queens is better?
Yeah.
Okay.
As far as I'm just maybe not, but it's close. That is a bold statement. Maybe I'll wind it back a little bit, but it's close.
Yeah. I don't know. I'd say this is better than at least 2 or 3 songs on Yum Yum.
Okay, you can make that argument. I think.
I don't know. I just like it. It's I don't know.
Like this would be tight in concert too.
Yeah.
Good production, man. Whoever produced this shit did a really good job.
I think it was.
Do any Juggalos have a hard copy of this? And could you please send me a copy of the liner notes or post a link or something? Because I want to read who the fuck produced this shit.
Yeah. Now that's a question. Are they? I mean, can you get this, or is it just the Juggalo Day?
I think they were selling it at the show. I could be wrong, but I've never seen a physical copy of it, like a picture of it or anything. I don't know. I've heard some people comparing the ICP to the Twisted cover. Yeah, the Hungry Like the Wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Twisted did a cover of that.
Yeah, so Twisted did do a cover of Hungry Like the Wolf, but theirs was like a proper cover, like People Are Strange style.
They
you know
didn't
what I mean?
They didn't change the lyrics or
Right.
anything.
So, I can see people being like, "Well, how come you're not getting mad at Jay or ICP for doing the same thing that Twisted did. I can understand. I get what you mean, but they did a different thing. I'll give ICP props on this. First of all, the Twisted cover is shit. It's not good. I've only heard it a couple times, and I thought it sounded like shit. I'll be honest. But and the ICP one, as far as the cover goes, sounds like shit compared to the cover, or compared to the real song. Let's keep it real. But ICP injected humor, their own story, their own writing, and made it their own. So for those reasons, I do appreciate the Hungry Like the Wolf track on this album. That said, I don't think it sounds very good. I think it's kind of shitty too, but I like the humor in it. Oh, there is a physical copy. Okay, so they did sell it.
Yeah, they sold it, and this is on eBay for $75.
That's crazy. So maybe that's the only place they were selling it, man?
I don't know.
Dude, that shit will be on psychopathicmerch.com in a week. You know what I mean?
The back cover looks pretty cool.
Oh, yeah. Tom Wood, for sure. That looks fucking sweet. Yeah, that's dope as fuck. Are any of the tracks different?
No.
Yeah, I need somebody to send me that link to the liner notes then, if you have it. If anybody can dig it up, please.
Yeah. I wish they would have took a picture of the liner notes on here.
I want to see who did the production. All right, Hyde Park Peddler. I really like this song. I have a hard time picking this between this or Mutilator. Mutilator is unequivocally the better song, but this might be the better like ICP song. This song just reminded me of Mr. Happy though.
Yeah.
I don't have a seat. I just sit on the pipe thing. A whistle.
Yeah.
I see.
But the way Jay told stories back in those days was far superior than how he does it now.
You think so?
Oh yeah.
I mean, I think you're right, but I think this song does a good job of telling the story. Like he's like, I had a twin, and like he talks about murdering the twin and shit, like right off the bat. Like it's
yeah.
fucked up, wicked shit right off the bat.
Yeah, it's fun. It's cool, but I don't know. It's just there's not one story he's told in the last 10 years that has compared to anything that he did in the Jekyll Brothers era, or the Bizarre era.
Sure.
Just
I get that. I think this is a fair effort though.
Yeah,
Like this song's pretty cool.
yeah, it's
Hyde
not
Park
horrible.
Peddler. It's just it's fucking raw, dope.
It's just there's the whole veil of it's kind of a hard to understand story.
Sure. It's a little scattered and fragmented.
When back in the day, they never were hard to understand.
You're right. I'll give you that.
Not saying I'm dumb and I can't understand what he's talking about, but you understood the first, like I've said this before, you understood the first listen back in the day on what they were talking about. This one, you're like, what? Hyde Park Peddler? What is he talking about? And then you got to listen. You got to really just sit there and go, what is he fucking talking about? Okay, do your little, multi-syllable line, rapidy rap thing. That way I can get to the end and understand what the fuck you're saying. You gotta listen harder. And it's like, okay, I get that. That's a part of hip hop to like listen, and you want to listen to these metaphors and shit that rappers spit. But I never listened to ICP for that.
Yeah, sure. I feel that.
I'll always have that kind of feeling with these with the new ICP kind of shit. Not every single song they put out is like that. There's definitely some songs they still put out that's pretty simple to understand, and I'm like, okay, that's it. But a lot of it's this kind of stuff now. It's just they're just every line they're going to something new and it's something weird sounding.
What he just said was a good example of that. Listen to shit. Hold on. This part, I think.
I do like this part a lot, though. See, I didn't understand. I'd rather roll a something stroll.
He said oil up the tandem, I think. It was the tandem bike. He mentions it early in the song.
Okay.
I mean, I get what you mean. I think that I think it's less about the writing, because I think the story is there. I think it's more about the delivery most of the time, like as far as it being kind of hard to understand.
I think there's too much.
Yeah. Think so?
Yeah, with ICP, for me, less is usually more as
Okay.
far as their lyrics.
And that's why you like Sending the Clowns. Fucking basic bitch. No, I'm just kidding. I like think Hard Part Peddler is a prequel to Mr. Happy. All right, Curtis. That's a good take. I may draw something inspired by this track. A ninja with a pencil. We'd love to see that.
That'd be
Please.
cool, yeah.
So here's the Hungry Like the Wolf. Have you heard? Did you listen to this?
Yeah,
Okay.
I listen to it all.
Okay.
It's
Whoop,
it's
whoop, 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 whoop. I like this.
yeah, it's funny, but I will say, this album, they're talking about women a lot throughout this entire album. I did notice that
Okay.
because this whole song's about like basically
He's stalking a girl,
and
and then she murders him. But yeah, I mean that's interesting.
there's a lot of throughout the entirety of the Yum Yum era. You know, it's
Female heavy?
female heavy for sure.
I get it. I mean, does that bother you?
No, I mean,
Fuck it. Be a feminist, bro.
I mean,
Come on, what's wrong with you? It's 2022.
it's 2022,
Dude, come on.
Dude.
You're gonna get us fucking canceled, bro. We had a woman on our show for the first time today.
Well, I'm just saying, like,
Come on,
he's
man.
stalking a woman. I mean, come on, man. She kills him in the end, and that's what I was listening for. I was like, she gonna kill him in the end?
yeah. Which back in the day, the stalker, he just stalked.
Yeah. Well, I think he got killed in the end of that one too.
Oh yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. You're right. Murder. They don't. That's I know it's twisted, but
Yeah.
they actually murder in that one.
Yeah, that was a running thing through ICP's music, is they would always like bite the bullet in the end. They'd always,
They get the bone.
yeah, they would get the bone in the end. All the way from Carnival up,
Yep. That's a good point, Ninja with Pencil. These EPs are closely tied with Yum Yum. We get it. We know. That's a good point. Maybe they're going for an overarching vibe. It's possible.
Yeah.
I think it's more about just the climate in society is kind of forming their writing a little bit. I think it's more what's happening rather than them making a conscious decision to instill feminist shit in their songs. I don't think I think it's more just like, yeah, let's do that.
I mean, and it might be, Jay's.
Ooh, look at this.
Yeah, that's cool as shit. Yeah, I mean, this is produced beautifully. Whoever did this, I believe it's Kuma, right? I mean, I could be wrong.
I mean, I know he does the remix coming up, but I don't know. Kuma's crushing it though. I mean, he did a couple of songs on Yum Yum that were great. I think he did the Jokesters. No, that was Straight Jacket. I think Kuma did what the fuck? Here Comes the Carnival. I think.
Yeah. Wicked Vic producer.
Okay.
Let's see. Oh yeah.
I mean, Jay's. This is another example of like the melodic, like writing of the beat that is kind of annoying, but. This song I give it a pass because it's like
It's funny.
it's
and
goofy if
yeah.
they're trying to be funny, like where Jay's trying, but he knows like how it sounds. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Wicked Vic says it's produced by Shaggy the Airhead. Sending the Clowns produced by Devereaux.
Okay.
Clown Bounce produced by Shaggy the Airhead. Mutilator produced by Kuma.
Okay.
There's not one for Hyde Park Peddler. It's not showing me one. Hungry Like a Wolf produced by Mike P.
Wow, interesting.
And then this is produced by Kuma, obviously. So yeah, they're doing the same thing they did with Yum Yum. They're just kind of using that revolving door of producers.
Oh, and that reminds me. Remember last week I brought up that article about Shaggy talking about the Ghost Rider?
Yeah.
So in that article also he made an interesting comment about how he's like, yeah, it's not like how we used to work with producers where we were in the studio with them making the music. He said it's not really how we're doing it anymore. Now we're selecting beats.
Yeah.
So
we've known that.
right, and but it's interesting to me, like just him saying it. It kind of like like stamps it like that's not what they're doing anymore. They're not working in the studio with the producers anymore. And maybe that's just because they don't have time or don't. They think they produce a fine enough result without it. Possible. I will say that I think when they made like Lost and Found, I think they were in the studio with Young Wicked a lot, and I think he did most of the production on those.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like Mikey Clark might have done some of that production too. That's besides the point. But
nevertheless, but you can hear the difference when they're in the studio with Mikey Clark.
Yeah,
their music comes out completely different.
Absolutely,
because Mikey Clark has an input.
Yeah.
I guarantee you, he comes up with melodies and says, "I want this chorus to sound like this."
Maybe I was thinking y'all could do something like this on the hook. Like,
I guarantee you.
Because while he's making the beat, you're imagining people.
He's essentially a director.
Yeah,
he's directing Jay and Shaggy when they're in the studio together. I guarantee you.
Yeah, man, we need it.
He's essentially a director. He's like, I want you to stand here and do this. I want this shot to be like this. I want this melody. I want you guys to rap this kind of melody or chant on this hook.
Yeah, I'm sure those kind of conversations were happening. That's why I need to get. If y'all can reach out to Mikey Clark and get him on this show, we want to pick his brain about this shit.
Yeah,
I tried. I've tried several times, and he's a busy man. I get it.
And I'm sure they still have people like producers that help him. Like, say if they're working with, Kuma or something on a beat, Kuma might be like, I think that the hook should sound like this.
Sure,
I'm sure they take that into consideration, but they probably, like you were saying, Shaggy was saying, they just kind of do it all on their own now, and that's the product you get. Now, that being said, I think going forward, they should at least try it. They should try to get back in the studio with one producer.
Yeah, I know. Just to see what comes out, man. Ideally, Mikey Clark or Mike P, but I would accept fucking Kuma. I mean, sit in the studio with Shaggy the Airhead or Devereaux. I have a feeling like I know what will end up coming out of that, and I'm sure it'll be okay. But
those guys aren't going to direct ICP anyway.
Yeah, I feel like those guys are almost, and this is just me speculating. I don't know the guys from shit. I have no idea, but they seem like younger dudes, So I have to think that they grew up at some point listening to ICP. So this is more of like almost like a Make-A-Wish for them, like where they're. So I don't mean that really. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying like I don't see them in the studio like, okay, Jay or Shaggy, let's try this on it. Like they're probably gonna be like, yeah, fucking sounds great every time, And this is again just speculation, but we're that's what it seems like. That's how it feels, Let me shed some light. I don't know. Let me, I'd fucking talk to Shaggy the Airhead or Devereaux. Not that I don't intend to shit on any of these producers. They're all doing pretty good. We just want what we want.
Yeah.
That's it.
I mean,
and I'm sure we speak for a lot of Juggalos, not all of them, but I'm sure many Juggalos would agree with us.
What I think Mike P and Mikey Clark really knew the limitations that Jay and Shaggy had.
Yeah,
they knew what they were good at and they knew what they weren't good at. And that's what it takes. You need to know the artist you're producing.
Like we talked about vibing and being on the same frequency.
Yeah.
Like if you're not on the same frequency, like while making the music, it's noticeable.
Yeah.
And it is. That's why a lot of these songs do sound like just raps on top of beats.
Mikey Clark isn't just going to make a beat, and he's not just going to make a beat. He's going to make a beat thinking about what Jay and Shaggy are good at.
Yeah.
And that's what a good producer does.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it's nowadays it's more of just a producer making a beat and them doing what they want on it.
Yeah. And then, again, it works. That's how the songs we've done, like that's how they've been done, etc. And so we know it's possible and it works, and that's how probably most rap artists make their music. Don't get me wrong, but we know that that's not the best. That doesn't bring out the best in ICP.
No.
That's just the one fact that we've realized, I think.
Oh.
Just our opinions, of course. That's what this show is. But let me skim through the chat real quick. Yeah, start going back to studio producers. Justin Manning agrees. Let's see. I heard Blase had a breakdown. Okay, what's going on with that? Let's see. I don't think it's political, more like experience for Pills and Blase Rose. I don't understand. Oh, Pills and Blase Rose, I think he's saying were the
The
Inspiration.
the inspiration for the Yum Yum era, where pills and blase rose.
Yeah, it's
I mean,
possible.
yeah, there's definitely some evidence for that for sure.
I heard Blase had a break. Okay, hold on. I'm unaware. I'm sadly not surprised. Let's see. Makes sense that out of all the Joker's cards, why would they all be male? I mean, they all were male. Jay said this was the first female Joker's card.
Yeah.
So you're saying, I think maybe saying society-wise, like why all of a sudden make a female? Yeah, I mean, maybe if that's the point you're trying to make, I
mean,
agree.
you could have thought of some of the Joker's cards as either or. I mean, the Wraith. I mean,
Sure, it's
the
like
Wraith,
an entity.
The Wraith
so.
could have been anything, you know. I mean, fuck, most of them. I mean, and
Sometimes he sneaks, other times he's
yeah,
expected.
that's true.
Come on, man.
They just defaulted to the male thing. They just never thought about it, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
when you draw something, usually it's probably most likely going to be a male. You know, if a male, men, when they think of stuff, it's usually from a men's perspective. It's going to come out as a fucking man, you
Yeah.
know, male entity or whatever.
I guess so.
But this is what feminists want. Feminists want you to not even think about it. It's part of your consciousness to just, you know, men and women, you know. But it'll never be like that. We're men and women. We're going to think of things in men and women ways.
yeah, I mean, that's just the
Yeah.
reality of it. I mean, when we're keeping it real, you know, it is what it is.
Yeah.
I went to Blase's Instagram. I just seen like,
Oh my god, man, that whole fucking that. I don't even want to look at. Yeah, she's okay. She's okay. Like, oh man,
hold on, what are you saying that for?
what am I saying this for? I don't know, dude.
I was trying to see if she had a breakdown.
I like some modesty and like I just like sitting on the bed
like this one.
with the pillow like that. That's fucking ridiculous, dude.
I mean, this one's hot though, right?
Man, yeah. I
She
mean,
looks good there.
it's cool. I'm not going to say she. I mean, she's not an ugly person. I mean, but God, dude. Like,
Shit.
to me, sexy position. Like, there's way more sexier positions than like going with a fucking pillow. Like that. To me, that's just yeah.
Oh shit. Yep. Hit her up her OnlyFans, y'all. I mean, you know how we do.
I'm good, man.
Um,
Blase, shout out to you. I mean, glad you're doing what you do, but you know, I don't know.
no, I wouldn't mind seeing her titties. I wouldn't mind watching her get fucked.
I mean, that's about it, right?
All right.
That's about
What
it.
else? What else did I have? We can wrap it up, man. We'll discuss that another day. All right. Well, I think we did it, man.
Yeah, Wicked Vic, you know, it was all right with me. Wasn't their greatest. I don't think it was their worst. You know, I could listen to it a few more times and probably enjoy it.
I think I would bump it before I would bump like Yum Yum's Lore again,
Yeah.
for what it's worth.
Yeah, because I remember not liking one thing on Yo Yum's Lore.
There's a couple okay songs.
Yeah.
But. Oh, and for what it's worth, we also didn't mention we were talked over the Ain't No Time remix. I mean, we've already heard that song, so
Yeah.
the song, the remix doesn't sound much different. It's
No,
pretty similar.
Yeah, it's pretty similar. I think I might have liked it a little bit better.
really.
Yeah.
I thought it sounded good, just as
Yeah.
good, maybe even.
Yeah.
So I most of the time your remix is like, yeah, you're like, yeah, that one's definitely not it.
Mhm.
But Kuma fucking did a good job on it. I thought
Yeah.
it was cool. So, all right. Who's that? Who? I think that was Blase Rose. We were just showing, if that's what you were talking about. All right. So, all right, man. Let's wrap it up. No need to dwell. Anything else?
No, that's it.
All right, man. Well, let's shuffle the fuck up on out of here.
And we'll slide this one back into the deck.
All right, we'll see y'all next time. All right, peace. Oh, my music ain't working. Sorry. Oh, there it goes. Oh, there it goes. All right, peace out, y'all.